Hola chicos, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Hope everybody's doing good. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a presentation about the verb gustar, the verb to like. So far you have learned the pattern that verbs that end in "ar" follow. So it is appropriate that we cover the verb gustar. Gustar does end in "ar", as you can see here. However, the pattern is a little bit different. It's not the same pattern as all the other AR verbs that you guys have learned. So let's go ahead and take a look at how to use the verb gustar with some examples. But before we get into that, let's just review a little bit of what I'm talking about when I refer to the pattern that AR verbs follow. So from the previous presentation on AR verbs, you may or may not remember that we have to drop the ending of the verb when it ends in AR and replace it with a different ending depending on the subject. So if we have the verb, let's say the verb estudiar, which is to study, and I want to say I study Spanish every day, for example. What ending do I need to use to replace the AR with? So estudi is the stem or the root of the verb, and if you remember, there should be an O here, right? Doesn't matter if I am a male or a female, that just represents the first person. So yo, I study English every day. Yo estudio inglés todos los días, for example. Now, if I'm trying to say you study Spanish every day, me, from my perspective, using the second person form, so you study, it would be tú estudias, right? That's the ending that I need. Now, if I'm trying to say you, sir, you, ma'am, or he or she studies, that would be estu, what ending? Estudia. Now, if it's about us, the ending is amos, right? So that would be estudiamos. And for the last one, if it's about you guys or they, a group of men or a mixed group or a group of just females, ellas estudian. Okay, so those are the endings that you have learned that you need to use when you're replacing the ending of AR verbs. It doesn't matter what verb it is. It could be the verb hablar, cantar, trabajar, bailar, etc. You're going to replace the ending. But with gustar, the story is a little bit different. Sorry. So this is the chart that you use with AR verbs. So today we're not going to use this chart, so I'm going to do this. If you still need to review and study these, please go ahead and do that soon. But today we're actually not going to be focusing on that. We're actually going to be focusing on the verb gustar, which, as I said, is a little bit different. So gustar is the verb to like. We use it when we're talking about likes and dislikes. We can use it with things, like things we may like to use, to buy, to eat, to drink. Or we could also use it with activities. So with some verbs, like I like to travel, I like to work, I like to rest, I like to sleep, I like to eat, I like to walk, or I like to stroll, or I like to, etc. Okay, so the verb to like, gustar. So if I want to say I like coffee, from what you had learned with AR verbs, you would automatically think that the AR of gustar is to be replaced with a no. Okay, but as I said, this is not what happens with the verb gustar. So you're not going to be able to say yo gusto café to say I like coffee. You're going to have to say me and that's the one that goes with I, with the first person. So that would be the translation of I in this case, I. And then gusta is the verb to like. So I like, and then coffee. The word for coffee is café. Now, notice here the ending is an A, not an O. And this one, again, does not have anything to do with gender. It could be a male or a female. The one that is saying I like blah, blah, blah. It's always me gusta. Okay, so it's never me gusto. Now, when you have to introduce the thing that you like, you have to pay attention at the gender. So the grammatical gender, is it masculine or feminine? And you have to look at the number, if it's singular or plural. So more than one or just one. And also that will tell you what article you're going to use. So we need to go back a little bit and look at the lesson about articles. So if we're talking about the article the in Spanish, that would be either el or la if it's singular, or los or las if it's feminine, if it's plural, sorry. So coffee happens to be a masculine noun, and it's just singular. We're not talking about coffees in general. We're just talking about coffee. So I like coffee is me gusta el café. I know it sounds weird because in English we wouldn't really say I like the coffee, but we're just talking about coffee in general. But in Spanish, we do have the word el or la or los or las in front of the noun, the thing, okay? So me gusta el café. Not yo gusto café, never, okay? So never. I just put it there so you don't make that mistake. It's a common mistake. Okay. Now let's try to use a little bit of the vocabulary from this chapter. So the subjects that you would take in a semester, the classes that you would take. So literatura, you guys remember probably from the vocabulary at the beginning of the chapter, literature. So literatura happens to be a feminine noun. So we would say la literatura. So if I want to say I like literature, me gusta la literatura. With arte, it's a masculine noun. So I would say me gusta el arte. If I'm talking about psychology, happens to be a feminine noun. So me gusta la psicología. Periodismo, which is journalism, happens to be a masculine noun. So I use el for it. Okay, so el periodismo. Masculine article, feminine article, feminine article. They have to agree. Now, these are nouns that are singular because it's just literature, not literatures. It's just art, not arts. So that's why I'm using the singular article, the, el, or la. What happens if the noun is plural? So in the next page, you'll see some examples of plural nouns. So mathematics, more than one. It's all different types of mathematics. So here, your article has to agree with the numbers. So it's not going to be el or la, but it's going to be los or las. So for matemáticas, las matemáticas. For numbers, it's masculine. So we say los números. And then sciences, ciencias, las ciencias. It's feminine. Now, the only difference that you're going to notice with the verb gustar is that now it's not me gusta, but me gustan. So this N is there to show that now my noun is not singular, but plural. It still means I like, but it is used when the thing that you like is a plural noun. So mathematics, more than one. Numbers, more than one. Sciences, more than one. Okay, the rest is the same. It's just you have an N after gusta. It's gustan, me gustan las matemáticas. Okay. Okay, now if I want to ask you about you, what do you like? So far, you know that me gusta means I like, but as a question, what do you like in the second person form? You, not I like, but you like. The me changes to te. So te gusta blah, blah, blah is me saying, do you like blah, blah, blah? So if I want to know if you like chocolate, I could say, te gusta el chocolate? That'd be like, you like chocolate, or more properly, do you like chocolate? And then you could say, sí, me gusta el chocolate, or no, no me gusta el chocolate. If I ask you, ¿te gusta la leche? Leche is milk. You could say, sí, me gusta la leche, or no, no me gusta la leche. Now, if I want to ask you about a plural noun, of course, I need to say, ¿te gustan? Okay, because as I said, this is just there to show that the noun is plural. So if I want to ask you if you like fruits, I would say, ¿te gustan las frutas? And you could say, sí, me gustan las frutas, or no, no me gustan las frutas. If I want to ask you if you like vegetables, ¿te gustan los vegetales? Or no, no me gustan los vegetales. Okay. You can also use the verb gustar with activities, as I said, so with verbs. So let's look at a little bit of our vocabulary of AR verbs. Let's try to remember. The verb to work, do you guys remember? It's trabajar. So if I want to know if you like to work, I might say, ¿te gusta trabajar? Do you like to work? ¿Te gusta trabajar? Notice that I don't change the ending of the verb trabajar at all. It stays the same in the infinitive form. I don't say, ¿te gusta trabajas? Because I'm asking you, and the AS ending is what goes with you. It just remains in the infinitive form, unconjugated, so not changing the ending. ¿Te gusta trabajar? And then for you to answer, yes, I like to work. Sí, me gusta trabajar. Again, you don't have to conjugate the ending of trabajar. Sometimes students want to say, sí, me gusta trabajo. They replace the AR with an O because it's about themselves, the yo form, but it's not necessary, okay? Because you're saying, I like to work, not I like I work. Okay, so me gusta trabajar. Me gusta trabajar mucho. Me gusta trabajar todos los días, like every day. Okay. If I want to know if you like to do the opposite, just to rest, what's the verb? Do you guys remember? It's descansar. So here it's trabajar, and here it's descansar. That's just like to rest, to relax, you know, not to work. So the opposite. So sí, me gusta descansar. Most of us, I think, if not all, we like to rest, right? So, descansar. A mí me gusta descansar. Okay, a few more verbs that are included in this chapter. To sing, anybody remembers? It's cantar. To dance. Oh, erase this. It's bailar. To draw, dibujar. To travel, viajar. Okay, so in my case, a mí no me gusta cantar, no me gusta bailar, sí me gusta dibujar y sí me gusta viajar. Okay, notice that if you're listing activities that you like, you do not need to say me gustan and then the activities. Even though it's more than one activity, you can still keep the verb as me gusta. You only add the end when it's nouns, so things, not activities, so listing verbs. Okay, so here I'm mentioning 3 things that I in real life like to do, which is montar en bicicleta, to ride my bicycle. I don't know if you can see it there, but there's my bicycle. I like to ride my bicycle. Me gusta montar en bicicleta. I also like to go to just walk around, stroll around the park or the lake. So that's pasear. And finally, viajar. I like to travel as much as I can, whenever I can. So me gusta montar en bicicleta, pasear y viajar. I didn't say me gustan because these are activities, not nouns, so I don't need to add N, okay? This is also another common mistake that students will make when they're listing, you know, a few activities. They automatically will think, oh, it's more than one, so I have to add N. No, it's just with things like, for example, as I said, mathematics, humanities, foreign languages. This is an example of a plural noun. Here, you're just listing activities, okay? I hope that's clear. Then, if I'm listing things that I don't like, again, all I have to do is put no in front of me gusta, so no me gusta, and then just list the activities. I don't need to say gustan, even if it's more than one activity, okay? So just a few examples here. Things I don't really enjoy doing. I do them, but I don't really enjoy them. Cocinar is not my favorite, so to cook, cocinar. I like to eat, but not to cook so much. Esperar is to wait. Esperar. So I'm a little impatient sometimes, especially when it comes to like going out and doing something outside of the house. I don't like to wait. So no me gusta esperar. And then bailar, to dance. I really don't think I'm good at it, so I prefer not to. So no me gusta. No me gusta bailar. No me gusta cocinar, esperar y bailar. Okay. Now, what's the formula? La fórmula, if you're talking about the verb to like with other people. So far, we just went over when it's about yourself, me gusta, or when it's about the second person, so you like or you don't like, te gusta. But if you're talking about a third person, he or she, or us, we like, or they like, ellos, what's the formula? So for he, she, él, ella, and usted, so you, sir, you, ma'am, the you formal, the pronoun that you're going to use, it's not me or te, but le. So to say he likes, let's say I'm talking about my brother, mi hermano, my brother, mi hermano. And I want to say he likes history. I'm trying to use here vocabulary from the chapter, okay? So the classes or las materias, the subjects. Let's say my brother likes history. So I would say le gusta la historia, to say he likes history. If I'm talking about my best friend, her name is, I don't know, let's say Maria. She likes humanities. I'm going to say le gustan las humanidades, because humanities is plural. But I'm still going to say le. So that le doesn't change if it's he or she. The only thing I have to pay attention to is if the noun is plural or singular. Okay, so I used a combination of singular or plural here in these charts so that you can see. So for my brother, he likes history, le gusta la historia. For my friend Maria, le gustan las humanidades. Let's say my friend Maria also likes English. Le gusta el inglés. And let's say that she likes Sundays, the days of the week. This is part of the vocabulary as well. So, le gustan los domingos. Gustan, because domingos, Sundays, plural noun, right? I'm not just talking about one Sunday, but Sundays. So, le gustan los domingos. Okay, the next one here, nos. This is when we're talking, when the subject is nosotros, so we like blah, blah, blah. So let's say my brother and I, we both like art. So we like art, that would be nos gusta el arte. If we like accounting, we both like numbers, we like accounting. Nos gusta la contabilidad. Now let's say we both like foreign languages. Foreign languages, is it singular or plural? It's plural, right? Because you see those S's at the end. So we like foreign languages. Nos gustan las lenguas extranjeras. And let's say we both like Mondays. We like to, start the week. And we like Mondays. Nos gustan los lunes. Or let's say we don't like the beginning of the week. So no nos gustan los lunes. Okay, and if the subject is ellos or ellas, so they, third person plural, ellos, they. Let's say that they, I don't know, my friend and her husband, they like literature. So a ellos les gusta la literatura. Les gusta la literatura. They say they like math. Les gustan las matemáticas. If they like journalism, les gusta el periodismo. If they like weekends, les gustan los fines de semana. I added an N there because weekends, more than one, fines de semana, the ends of the week, the weekends. Okay. So here is all of those forms with the translation in one single page. So if you need to write it down, take notes, take a picture of that, whatever you may need to do, please do so. These are the forms of the verb to like. According to the subjects that likes or dislikes something, okay? So also in parentheses, I put these words here. These are optional, they're not required, but they are there when you want to emphasize or clarify who the subject is. So if I say, me gusta el chocolate, I like chocolates, versus a mí me gusta el chocolate. With a mí in front of it, I'm just adding emphasis that it is me that wants chocolate. Maybe out of this group of people, I'm the only one, let's say. So I'm adding emphasis and clarification that it is me. That's why I would say a mí. Same thing if I'm trying to clarify or to add emphasis about you. A ti te gusta o te gustan, depending on what it is. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, now if I'm talking about a third person and maybe there's a few people in the room or a few, maybe I'm talking about a guy and there are a few guys and I need to say a él, but not the other ones, then I could add a él. Or if it's about a female, a ella le gusta. Okay, a nosotros, again, it's just to add emphasis. It is not absolutely necessary that I say a nosotros nos gusta. But I could if I feel like I need to. I could just say nos gusta and that would be fine. Same thing for a ustedes or a ellos and ellas, okay? And notice that you have to say a, me, or a ti. That a is always there. You cannot say mi me gusta, that would be incorrect. You cannot say a me gusta, that would be incorrect. So you can say me gusta or a mí me gusta, but not a combination of the two, okay? So, ¿les gusta la clase de español? So this question, going back to the charts, who am I asking this question? I'm actually asking you guys, a ustedes, you plural. ¿Les gusta la clase de español? Do you guys like Spanish class? Do you all like Spanish class? ¿Les gusta la clase de español? If I want to add clarification, I could say, ¿a ustedes les gusta la clase de español? Hopefully you're saying sí. And you are answering for yourself, sí me gusta la clase de español, or for your group and yourself, sí nos gusta la clase de español, and not in the negative. I hope not. One more question here. ¿Les gusta la universidad? So again, it's about you guys. Do you guys? ¿A ustedes les gusta la universidad? It is a challenge, so it might not be easy all the time. It might be a little bit overwhelming and frustrating, but if you're answering sí, you're saying, and you're answering for your group, you're saying sí, nos gusta la universidad. Or if you're answering just for yourself, sí, me gusta la universidad. If you're super frustrated, maybe you're saying no, no me gusta la universidad. Or if you're answering for your group, you're saying no nos gusta la universidad. Okay, so hopefully you're in this group, you're ready to make that big leap, I'm hoping. But that's it for the verb gustar. Chicos, if you need help, please reach out. Let me know. I'm here to help you. One more thing that I like to do is I like to help. So that's me gusta. The verb for to help is ayudar. So I like to help. So please reach out if you need me. If not, I'll see you again in the next video. Ciao.